New York Post columnist Karol Markowicz joins me now. Karol, you just returned from a trip to the Texas border. I'm told that what you saw was pretty bad. Tell me.
Hi, Stu. So nice to see you. Well, I would say that what I saw wasn't necessarily bad because what I saw was Mexico very close to the Texan border. You could see Mexico. I felt like I could swim across, the water there pretty easily. But the problem is that a lot of the solutions put into place just make no sense. There are three separate walls in McAllen, Texas, where I was. They call it the Bush Wall, the Trump Wall, and now the Abbott Wall. And all of these walls don't complete. In other words, you can walk around these walls. It makes no sense. So the problem is, and I think that that's really what I want people to take away from my visit to McAllen, is that it's a policy issue. Our policies are attracting people to come to this country illegally. They come here, they get released within 24 to 48 hours. We don't know where they are. They spread out throughout the country, and we really have no control over our border at all. And you can't have a country that way. So if my message to Donald Trump or Joe Biden would be, the wall might be helpful, but it's not the whole thing. The real thing that we need is a policy change. And the policy change can come from the president. It can come via executive order, and it has to come now.
Got it. Now, Karol, you're famous for being a former New Yorker. You left New York City. You went down to Florida. Yeah. You're very happy there. You like the schools there. Look back at New York City. And my question is this. Is the migrant crisis in New York State and City so bad that Trump could possibly win in New York? What do you think?
Well, I don't know, Stu. I feel like a lot of people like me, a lot of voters like me have left. And so I think that makes Trump's win more difficult. And the truth is that many New York voters voted for these policies that allow these migrants to come to their city and get all of these things for free, hotel rooms. And now they're going to be getting, $1,000 checks every month. I think that when we look at New York, we have to look at the fact that a lot of the people who live there, despite their complaints, voted for these policies and will continue to vote for these policies. I hope not. I would love to see New York turn around. I'd love to see, some glimmer of sanity. I root for New York. I have friends and family there, but I just don't see the change happening anytime soon.
Can you just imagine for a moment, just speculate for a second, what do you think it will be like at a Trump rally in the Bronx or at Madison Square Garden? I mean, that would be a news event which I would wish to cover.
Absolutely. I've always said that Republicans should go to the ex-Soviet communities in Brooklyn. That's a very Republican base. They would love to see Donald Trump there. Go to Brighton Beach, Donald. They would love you and you'd love them.
Okay, I'll pass along that advice. Karol Markowicz, thanks very much indeed. Great report from the border today. Thank you, Karol.